This is, we just mentioned the 5-1. That's bacterial media. Culture media, based on the defines. I know each individual is simple, but when we talk about the functions, the support, enrichment, selective, and differentiate, you need to read the story, like the question. Okay? It will the same level like we do the exam. It will not be more difficult than that. But please read the story. And maybe it is selective and differentiate both. But make sure you read the story. Okay? And this is an example for defined media and the synthetic media. Okay? This is an example for blood agar and chocolate agar. See here importance, crystal violet, selective media for Macanthi. That's Macanthi agar. And blood agar we mentioned, and this is a very important one. We talk about the blood agar, alpha, beta, hemolytic. And we will mention this again in the exam too. And all the others we already mentioned. Okay, we're missing the lecture 4 here. I will put them back. The slides. What do we talk about in lecture 4? Do you still remember? Impactors for the bacterial growth. We talk about the pH, acidophiles, neutrophils, halophiles, alkaliphiles. We talk about the temperature. Remember the table? Psychrotrophs, psychrophiles. Most of the bacteria is mesophiles, and thermophile and hyperthermophile. Then we spend a lot of time talking about the water activity. So I could ask you, what is that water activity? Is that right? That's an easy question. The partial vapor pressure divided by partial vapor pressure of the above the food and the partial vapor pressure of a pure water. We could ask you about it because it is important. And that means available of the water for bacteria to use. Then we have a definition for halophiles, non-halophiles, we just mentioned. Then later on what we have, the bacteria requirements for the oxygen to grow. So we have aerobic, anaerobic, facultative, anatolerant, and microallophilic. So you look at that slide, you could answer the questions. Now, why the bacteria cannot survive in the presence of oxygen? Because they do not have superoxidized dismutase, SOD, and catalase. So the toxification material cannot be hydrolyzed. And then look at the slides, we will have that. We will have that. And the last slides of that chapter, I believe it is, we talk about is, the last one, it is, should we talk about the biofilm? Because this is important, the matrix on the surface. Okay, so we end up with here a little short, and we will be have an exam 1. And I want to say, I never do an open book. So I would love to do a trial of the exam 1 to see what it looks like. So you need to get familiar with the material, at least to know where it is to find the answer. So go over all the slides. It will be all the slides and some of the notes. But if I see the whole classroom didn't do very well, we just go back to traditional, close the book, and we will do the review. That is what we did before for other classes. I think if sometimes you do review ahead of time, have a practice exam, then you do exam much better than you just do the open book without review. So that's, we'll see. Okay.